I learned that from playing Xenoblade. Over there is a giant gorilla level 80 that will one-shot you. We're not going to go there. We're going to go this way. Oh,
Yep.
shit.
I like all of the money-filled donuts.
Oh, yeah?
Adventure time, come on, grab your friends, we'll go to very distant land.
Welcome back to Adventure Time, Pirates of the Enchiridion. In the last episode, we made our way into the Candy Kingdom. Candy Kingdom, Jake. Candy Kingdom.
I think that's the wrong video. Welcome to Candy Mountain, Charlie.
Yeah, that's what I was, but I was just
Oh,
switching it
okay.
to Candy Kingdom and Jake instead of Mountain and Charlie.
Well-
I didn't catch that little subtlety. It was just wrong enough.
And at the time of recording, we started to watch Adventure Time.
Yes,
So
I did just get started watching
We're not
the first
very,
season
very
of
far
Adventure
in.
Time.
We're only at
Saw a
episode
handful
7.
of episodes. Yep.
Yeah, we're at episode 7, so you're about to meet Ricardio.
Oh, okay. No, I like what I've seen so far. Like, it can be a little, like, spontaneous and zany to where I'm just like, nothing matters. But, like, there is, like, an underlying tone. And, like, I know it does eventually get to the point of, like, stories connecting.
Yeah.
But I also do like that random zaniness of, like, anything could be anywhere. And, like, there's a random tree guarded by a crystal guardian that
Yeah.
mimics you and stuff.
I really like
And there's a little
once we
elephant that picks
Oh
apples.
my god, I love tree trunks. Once we get to like meeting all of the main cast, I think
can
is when the
boggle.
show takes off.
Yeah.
So like once you meet everyone.
Absolutely, and that's very common for a lot of shows. Watching just a few episodes, it makes me very disappointed that like 20% of it is in this game. Whereas you could
Yeah.
definitely make a full-fledged
Oh, yeah.
RPG out of Adventure Time.
There are so many characters
would
and
be
so many
awesome.
locations and especially because like the whole premise is they go on adventures.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what they do. So I think that to have an RPG adventure game of them going on their adventures, I think would be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
But I also understand programming and time and money and
absolutely,
you know.
yeah. And license and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like, I'm sure they only had like a set number of time for the license of this
Yeah.
game, and then it's just like, well, the
And then you're at the
final
mercy-
season's coming out, so
Yeah, and then you're at the mercy of the licensing holders, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
of like, well, you can use these characters, but you're not allowed to use this one.
Yep.
You know.
That's why I'm a big advocate of make your own shit.
Yeah, so which I feel like could definitely be the reason why like the Lich isn't in here. Mm-hmm. You know, maybe it was like the Lich was too scary and they want this to be more for like baby's first RPG and you know, because the Lich comes in when Finn is a little bit older.
Well, this takes place like towards the end, so I think they already took care of the Lich.
Oh,
in
yeah,
the course of this.
that would make sense.
Because the story of this game takes place right before the final season of the show.
Okay.
But it has nothing to do with the final season of the show.
So it's just there at the ages and
It's
stuff
just
of
there
that part.
at that part.
So I guess technically then Finn would be like 17 here.
Okay.
Because the show, I'm pretty sure the show ends when he's 18.
Okay. But yeah, with the episodes we've seen, like, I can definitely tell, like, he grew up with the show.
Yeah.
Because hearing the voice in the game now, which is towards the end, and then going back, I'm just like, oh, wow, he was just a little baby.
Yeah.
He was a little guy.
Mathematical.
Also, at the time of this recording, courtesy of Demon's Crest, I am trying ginseng.
Ginseng tea.
Ginseng tea. It is lovely. Now, see, that's what I was talking about. When you see that symbol, those are over-leveled enemies, and you just want to avoid
You
them.
will just automatically die.
Not automatically, but like very quickly you'll be like, oh, I did not think this through.
I messed up.
I immediately regret this decision. So we're just gonna go the other way. Well, over there is a massively over-leveled monster. I learned that from playing Xenoblade. Over there is a giant gorilla level 80 that will one-shot you. We're not gonna go there, we're gonna go this way. Oh,
Yep.
shit.
I like all of the money-filled donuts.
Oh, yeah? Donuts and marshmallows and coins aplenty.
I wouldn't say it's my favorite episode overall, but one of my favorite episodes of Adventure Time is heavy on the banana guards.
Okay.
So there's a banana guard that is like making graffiti all over the Candy Kingdom,
I got you.
and they're like trying to figure out who it is. So, and then at the end, everyone thinks, like, Princess Bubblegum is going to, like, execute him because she's a tough cookie.
Right.
But instead, she's like, this is wonderful. Like, and then all the banana guards are like, I do magic, I do this. And they're all trying to show her. And she's like, I've made a terrible mistake.
Oopsies. Alrighty, so let's see what we got here. Yeah, like, there's not a wide variety of enemies. Most of your battles, you're going to be fighting the same guys.
Yeah.
Just at different levels.
The banana guards, the fairies.
Like some, like, shapes later on. You'll just fight these random shapes, which I'm sure are in the show. But I'm just like, huh, yep, that's an enemy design. Honestly, when I play this game, you haven't seen it yet, but it reminds me of Earthbound. In just the kind of, like, zany, everything is wacky.
Yeah.
Like, Earthbound, because, like, the plot is around, like, a meteor that gives, like, extraterrestrial and psychic abilities to, like, normal things. You start fighting, like, stray dogs, angry snakes. And then near the end, it's just, like, demented stop sign.
Okay, I was going to say, I would want to fight a chair. Come on.
Yeah.
Come at me, chair.
It's very bizarre. Like, I know in the first Earthbound game, Earthbound Beginnings, the first boss is your possessed room, which is possessed by a malevolent spirit.
Okay.
So it possesses, like, the lampshade, chairs, stuff like that. Your sister's baby doll.
That's terrifying.
So, well, that's the thing about Earthbound is, like, very similar to Adventure Time. It starts off, like, just very innocent.
Yeah, and then
you
it gets,
slowly
like,
get to
progressively
more
a bit darker.
Twisted and dark stuff where I'm just like, oh my god.
Where it's still wacky, but you're, like, oh.
So, like, yeah, I definitely look forward to showing you Earthbound.
Okay.
But for now, this is all about Adventure Time. Come on, grab your friends. Go to very distant lands.
Yeah.
Jake the dog and Finn the human.
It's adventure time.
There's a line before it's adventure time. They say something because, like,
Jake the dog and Finn the human.
we'll have a real good time, adventure time. Something like that. There's a line before that. Well, we'll find out. I just started watching the show.
Yeah, I like the end theme more than the beginning. Come along with me.
There are butterflies and bees. Yeah, I agree. That, spoiler alert, plays during the credits of this game.
Yeah, I love it.
So there we go. But, yeah, most of my knowledge of this game comes from watching you play. And you got about close to halfway through the game.
And it started to glitch really bad, so I stopped.
Whereas...
And then you finished it in like an afternoon or two.
I
was
finished
like,
it
oh.
in like a couple days later.
Okay.
And I glitched a little later on, but I did the same thing you did to trigger that glitch.
Okay.
So I'm just like, so that's
do
what
that.
happened there. Whereas the load times, they just happen regardless.
Yeah.
You just get very long load times for this game. All right,
I
let's...
love his face. He looks like Wesker.
Oh, you want to level up my health? Perhaps my accuracy?
I love in the very first episode, Jake is probably like, under Marceline, my favorite character.
Okay.
And when he's like, truth or dare, truth, you know, would you eat chocolate or fudge? And he goes, I'm a dog. I would die. So truth is, neither.
Okay. So we can't go into the Candy Kingdom. It's locked off. And we can't open those chests yet. They cannot be shattered by swords. What do we got over
You
here?
need an axe.
Yeah. Ooh. These guys might be... I don't know if I want to risk it yet.
Risk it for the biscuit. I do really like the aesthetic, though.
Of the Candy Kingdom? Or...
Yeah. Well, of the game in general.
Yeah, it definitely looks like the cartoon. So what's happening down below there, and I haven't discovered this for another couple episodes, is I have a special move. If I hit down on the control pad, I can unlock his special move. That's why they're like down there with like
glowing.
the third aisle. Yeah! That's how you unlock, like, their super special. But I'm just gonna flee.
Run away.
Because the guy in the middle was the overleveled enemy. And I was just like, nope. Nope.
Run away.
Okay, so let's see.
Oh my god, you leave so much money.
Well, I mean,
I know you don't, like, need it.
hey, a side quest. Why not? Let's see what a side quest is like in Adventure Time. Okay, we gotta find some sugar sacks. Oh, that's nice and convenient.
Beware the combo guardian.
So that's nice. There's like beacons of light to show you where all the items you need are. But also, like those blue stars, they are linked to the location of your side quest.
Okay.
So the yellow star is like, hey, this is how far you
where
are
you
from
need
like
to
the
go.
main story quest. Whereas the blue stars are like, hey, go here, and you can unlock another part of the side quest. Now we're gonna fight these mean old fairies.
See, I feel like I collected everything when I was playing, so whenever I met him, I was just like, here's your sugar. Like,
Well, I
That
know for one
happens-
thing, I need another character to fully unlock everything.
Yes.
Because I can't use those treasure chests yet.
that happens a lot to me when I'm playing games when they're like, I need a pizza crust. And I'm like, how convenient. I picked one up about 3 hours ago. Like, while I was roaming around trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be.
Here you go. It's still warm. I promise.
I only nibbled it a little bit.
Ah, no. Jake is freezing. What do we got here? Okay, muffins revive. Shockaway gloves cures overheat. Uh-oh. I don't think I have anything yet. Ice gem. No, I do not. Sorry, Jake, old buddy. I don't have anything to cure your freezing.
Sucks to suck.
Because whatever that did, it didn't work.
Every time you say what, we're gonna hurt this old lady.
What? Alrighty.
It's odd that it kind of seems like they're taking the ages of the character to when they're older, but only using the enemies that you see in, like, the first season.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't think those little fairies come back.
Oh no, they were just like.
Yeah. We just see them kill the old ladies and then...
I feel like they just used all the characters that are like most people are most familiar with, like starting out. But then again, I don't know. I don't know what their decision was. I know that already in like the handful of episodes I've seen, there's just a lot of untapped potential in characters,
yeah.
and I'm just like, well, that's not in the game.
Well, especially because there are so many, because so many of them are one episode creatures.
Yes.
And then you might see them, like, later because of what the ending is.
Oh, so close to level 3.
Put them up.
Jake's all like, put him up, put him up. I'll fight you with one hand tied behind my back. And a woof, and a woof.
Cowardly lion style.
All right, so here we go. We're going to transfer the sugars right to Mr. Gumdrop.
So you're
you
going to
go.
set them on him.
If I could, I would.
Take it.
And there you go. It lets you know you got 1 of 4. So 3 more remain. What I really like is on the main menu, you can quick heal. So
Yeah.
just by pressing the X button, you can use your healing items straight from the menu. You don't have to
Whenever you-
manually select
yeah.
each item and
whenever
heal.
you start to collect apples, you'll get a heal all.
Yep. That's what I'm waiting for. The big old juicy apples.
Not the crystal apples.
Oh my god. That took me
The
by
look on
such
your face.
surprise. Oh, here's the shop, by the way. You said you really like the shop of this game.
I do. And it's always the same. So it's like, You do get more, like, items and things as time goes on, but for the most part, like, you become familiar with, like, the top, because you still have, like, the top where you can buy, like, weapons, you can buy shields, like, there's... I like the way that it's set up,
Okay.
and I think it's just really easy to navigate.
No, I agree. I really like how items are laid out in this game. I think that's one of the biggest positives I can have. Biggest positives I can give Adventure Time. There we go. More coins! Money!
Mr. Krabs would be losing his mind. Well, because, like, Finn and Jake are really wealthy in the cartoon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it because they go on so many adventures? So, like, they get rewarded with, like, all the treasures and finances and stuff like that?
Not to mention, like, Finn is Princess Bubblegum's, like, personal guard.
Oh, okay.
So, like, if she needs something, she'll send Finn.
Okay. I got you. I will say, I am surprised that, like, it just started off in, like, the middle of another day. It didn't really introduce these characters.
Yeah.
It was just like, hey, this is the life of these characters. It's not like Finn stumbled upon this world or was born into this world. It's just...
They do get into that later.
Oh, they do?
Yes.
Okay.
Because
Interesting.
Finn is the only human.
I've noticed that, yeah.
So they do get into, like, his origin.
Okay. It is smarter storytelling, especially nowadays, to, like, start with the action and then go to the backstories.
Hook your audience and then go into things
Hook
that
them
may
with the
be
adventure
considered
and, like,
boring.
what the story's about,
or
then
too
develop
deep.
your characters as you go along. Because that's what I'm doing with Elemental Isles.
That's what I need to learn how to do. I know typically with my storytelling, I set the scene, which I really like, but I understand can be boring.
Yeah, it can be long-winded. It takes a while to, like, come on, get to the point.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's a very common trope for, like, a lot of RPGs, will say. You start out waking up in a very quiet village, getting to know your characters, and then your village is attacked, and then the story can start.
Yeah.
It's become very tropey.
Well, and it's even, like, because I wanted to kind of dive in and analyze that aspect, even when it comes to, like, anime. Because I feel like Fairy Tail does that really well. Where, like, in the first 3 episodes, you're getting to know your characters, you care about them. And then by the first time the first conflict happens, you're on their side. There's no, like, well, I'm going to wait to see, like, am I pro-villain or pro-hero? Like, you know, you care about them. So you care that somebody is hurting them. And I just, like, I want to learn how to do that where it happens so quickly, like, in the storytelling, that you just love the character immediately. Frederick Bachman does that really well. He's the one, A Man Called Ova.
Oh, okay.
So he has a way of, like, immediately when you're reading the book, you're just like, I love everyone.
Okay.
Like, there's not a character that you're just like, they weren't my favorite. Like, you just love everyone.
Right.
So I really want to learn how to do that. TJ Klum is really good at that too.
It's definitely a skill, but it's definitely something I want to study. Because, like, usually one of the easiest ones to get right is, like, the villain or...
Yeah.
the old man, or at least that's just for me. Like, the mentor figure.
Yeah.
It's hard to make likable protagonists. Because they're either bland, or they're whiny, or they're unlikable.
Yeah. They're not necessarily, like, relatable in a lot of things, because it's like they're so, the way that I think of it, because I hated Captain America at first because I thought he was boring. He was very flat for me. He was just like, I'm the good guy.
Yeah.
And then I only started to like Captain America when I saw that he's human. He makes mistakes. So, like, I really only started to like him after Civil War.
Oh, wow.
Whenever there was, like, a battle, like, he had an opinion.
Okay.
I
was hoping
like,
you'd say Winter Soldier, because I think that's the better movie. But
well, I think I saw Winter Soldier after Civil War. I didn't watch
How'd
them.
you pull that
Yeah,
off?
I didn't watch them in order.
The entire point of
I
Civil
know.
War is the events that happened in Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I was confused.
Woo! God bless you, child. Hey, you did it.
I think it's because I wasn't a fan of Captain America.
Just did that the other day. You're just like, hey, so that book I read,
I was like, it was
it's
the fourth book of the series.
series.
I mean, I finished it, but I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing in the book that like I was able to read and follow that whole book and know what was going
If
on.
you're able to follow
and it was
it
the fourth
and like
one.
it, I'd say that's a good thing. If you're just like, wow, this book is confusing, it's poorly written. Oh, it's the fourth in series.
Well, see,
Maybe I should go back to the first one.
yeah. Well, see, that's what I don't know because if I could follow it from the very beginning and not have questions, does that mean it was a poor ending?
Ooh.
Because I could follow it,
Yeah,
which
you didn't need those other
means the
pieces.
conflict may not have been developed enough. I don't know. I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was okay, but I don't know what was leading up to
Well,
it.
now that you know how it ends,
Yeah.
do you have any interest to read the others? Or are you
Nah.
like, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm okay.
Moving forward.
I know who dies.
You don't want to memento it. You don't want to read.
I know.
from
read from the back.
read from the fourth book and then go to the third book, the second book.
Oh my gosh,
Book?
it's like Star
Book and
Wars.
then the
I'm
first
just
book.
going to be like, oh, this was the original book. And then I'm just going to be reading prequels.
Hey, I mean, if you can follow it, go all the way. See how it goes.
Oh my God.
Now I'm curious. Now you have to. I need answers.
That's like if you watch, oh my God, I just lost the name of the show.
Can you give me a hint?
It's really popular. It's the dad from Malcolm in the Middle. He's a drug dealer.
Breaking Bad.
Yes.
You're welcome.
It's like if you watch Breaking Bad, you watch a drug dealer with cancer go into remission and become a teacher. It's much happier.
All right. We unlocked a new special ability for Jake. I almost said Finn. So yeah, when you do side quests, you get another page of the Enchiridion, and you can unlock new skills. So now Jake can become a dog-orang.
A dog.
Yep. Sorry, it took a minute to load. When it happens during
As
a
it
video, I'm
does.
just like, don't worry, the game will come back. When it happens while I'm recording, I'm just like, I killed it.
You're like, oh no.
I'm like, please don't crash. Please don't choke. All right.
Let the meat slide down your
Max
throat
stats
hole.
for Jake on this level.
Careful, don't choke. Name that movie.
All right, give me the full thing again so I can really focus.
Let the meat slide down your throat hole. Careful, don't choke.
Wow, I don't know. Let the meat slide down
Your throat hole.
your throat hole. Careful,
Don't
don't
choke.
choke.
Ooh, normally I'm the one that doesn't understand that reference.
Matilda?
No, it's from Little Nicky.
Oh, wow. It's been so long since I've seen Little Nicky.
I quote that specific line way too much.
I guess so.
Let the meat slide down your throat hole.
See, when you quote, I'm thinking of movies we've
Careful,
seen recently.
don't
Like,
choke.
Those look like Brussels sprouts. I hate Brussels sprouts, don't you? No, I haven't seen Little Nicky like long before we
Yeah.
started dating.
Oh yeah. I don't even know if it would be a movie that I enjoy anymore. The main parts that I remember are that.
Unfortunately, that's how I feel about a lot of Happy Madison productions.
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore has so far been the exception. not
Happy
the rule.
Gilmore and Billy Madison.
Really? You still like Billy Madison?
I mean, it's been a couple years since I've watched it, but I liked some
All right
of it.
then. I like today, Junior.
What you looking at, Schwan?
What you looking at, Schwan?
Yeah, but the only parts I really remember about Little Nicky are the dog.
This guy's like, nothing. I'm a goose.
He's like, la, 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 when he's asleep.
Ah, okay.
And like demon speak. Because he's a demon dog.
Yep.
And them swarming, what is his name? He was in Happy Days.
Henry Winkler?
Yes.
Yeah, he's in a lot of...
When they swarmed Henry Winkler and bees.
Henry Winkler and Adam Sandler are good buddies. They're in a lot of movies together.
Yeah.
Henry Winkler, Kevin James, David Spade has been in a lot of like Happy Madison productions as of late.
Yeah.
Chris Farley used to be in a lot of them
What
before
are
he
the
passed
new
away.
Happy Madison production movies?
So there was Hubie Halloween.
Okay.
There was like The Marvelous Six or something like that, or The Ungrateful Seven or something like that.
So it wasn't the Hateful Eight. It was probably making fun of the Hateful Eight.
I think so. I think that's what it was.
I'm almost positive the Hateful Eight is a Quentin Tarantino.
Yes. Okay. I got confused. I was just like, wait, maybe Hateful Eight is the Adam Sandler one. No. Oh my god, it has like...
Because that one has
General
Samuel L.
Cuss-
Jackson and...
No, not that one. This one has David Spade as like General Custer.
Oh, God.
And then Ice Cube as someone else. I'm just like,
Ice
what
Cube.
the hell? Rob Schneider is another one who's in like a lot of Happy Madison
You
productions.
can do it!
Mm-hmm. Ice Slamacow. That's my new ability. Heesh! It's a jump attack. It's super effective. You can freeze your enemies and slow them down.
I very much enjoy that their weapon of choice looks like a plunger.
It's a giant plunger, exactly. Aw, darn. I don't have enough special to show off my doggerang. Back to the twister. Whee!
That's another movie I haven't seen in a long, long time.
I didn't know Carrie Elwes was in that movie.
Twister. I didn't know he was in that movie either.
He's the bad guy.
It's a twister. It's a twister. My baby girl.
Yeah, by doing that birthday video, I found out Carrie always plays a lot of bad guys because he's
Yeah.
the English person.
Yeah.
And they always
He-
cast the British man
yeah,
as the villain.
Oh my god, I was watching a stand-up comedian today, and he's an Indian guy, and he was like, the one accent that we have all come to accept, no matter where it's placed, is a British accent. Mm-hmm. Star Trek, they speak, British in outer space. We accept that. He was like, Game of Thrones, they speak British in fantasy worlds. We accept that. He was like, tell me you would watch Game of Thrones if they had Indian accents. And he did an example. I don't remember exactly what he said, but I was dying. It was so funny.
North.
Yeah, like, it was so funny.
You have to show me that clip now.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'll have
That's
to find
the
it.
doggerang. It's a lot more effective when you have multiple enemies. Ow, Jesus, stop that.
I think I love most accents in general because I really like the Indian accent.
It's just paddling me. Oh, I love doing accents. It's a shame that it's kind of frowned upon.
Yeah. Well,
'Cause,
there.
I blame Robin Williams because he was like an expert at accents, and I was
Yeah.
just like, ooh, I want to do that. Like from Miss Doubtfire when it's
Yeah.
just like,
Hello.
what do you mean you do voices? And he does like 60 different
All the
voices. And she's
The
just like,
only thing that I can do out of that is I do a great impression of a hot dog.
yes. You do that all the time when I do like multiple impressions. You go, I do a great impression of a hot dog. I'm just like, honey, they can't see you.
The silence is so loud.
This is one of those few moments when it would greatly benefit from having a webcam.
But only that moment. After that, would have to shut it off.
That'd be funny if, like, in post, we'd just put little webcams for, like, our actual moments that we want, and then the rest we take it off.
Be like, listen,
Nope, not that comfortable yet.
I don't know if any ladies are watching this, but you know what I'm talking about. When the cameras are off and we are home, there's no reason for certain garments and certain adornments, and yeah, that should not be on camera.
All right,
me.
I mean, it's a free country. You can do what you please.
No!
Express your... Express yourself, woman. It's all right. Alrighty. So let's see here.
It's like when I come home from work and I'm gross and I'm sweaty and I'm covered in coffee grounds, and you're like, so do you want to record that video? And I'm just like, do you see me?
Yes, I see you. And I'm asking you, do you want to record that video? Oh well, I don't think about that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I'm like, all right.
Alley-oop.
Let me do my hair. Let me put my makeup on. 25 minutes later. I'm like, you better get your ass up. We're doing this video.
I went through all the work. Oh yeah, I forgot.
You can ride,
Jake
Jake.
can turn into a motorcycle. Or a scooter.
It's a Vespa.
It's a Vespa.
It's a Jakespa.
Jakespa. There we go. That's a plane.
Oh, that is a plane.
Flying low. Oh, cool. We get to trigger a cutscene and not fight the guards. I like that.
Colonel Candy Corn, what gives?
Colonel Candy Corn.
Yeah, why are all the banana guards putting a beat down on us? Somebody get kidnapped again or something?
That's High Admiral Candy Corn to you, landlubbers. I have placed my crew on alert.
Oh boy, everybody's playing pirates now.
To why? Well, that is on a need-to-know basis, and you don't.
Don't what?
Need to know, you scurvy swine. And since Princess Bubblegum is busy tending to her subjects with her friend Marceline, no new needing-to-know declarations shall soon be forthcoming.
Huh? I think it means he ain't telling us squat. Let's interrogate his butt. While we're at it, ask him why he's talking like a salty
Look at that genuine excitement that Finn just had.
I love their facial expressions. I was just thinking,
Oh,
I'm
it's
like,
so much better in the cartoon. Just
I know. I was just thinking, like, Jake is such an animated dog. And then I was like, because he's an animated dog.
All right, another interrogation. Let's see what we got here.
What gives?
We're on high alert to protect the kingdom from pirate forces, which means all non-candy persons
Okay,
are to be caught.
so
and
when a
thrown into the
red
water.
exclamation point goes off, that means don't do that.
He doesn't look too happy. We better go careful here.
All right, so we're gonna cool off a little bit.
I like you, Admiral. I want to help. But what's with all the pirate biz? I don't get it.
See, whereas if you get like a green
Yeah,
thumbs up,
it
it's like,
means
hey,
that you
you're
did the
doing
good
the right
one.
thing.
Only
You made the right choice.
Now, pirates have been spotted off the starboard bow.
Hey man, my friend here doesn't understand all this sailor speak. Help us out. What's going on?
I can't trust anyone that comes by boat. You understand. To fight a pirate, you must think like a pirate. I saw them patrolling the high seas around the kingdom, so I raised the alarm. We must stay on lockdown. Your boat isn't a pirate boat, is it? Pirates?
Who does he think he's calling a pirate?
Why are you calling us pirates? Don't you see the detective noir? That is a whole different genre. Come on now.
You can't trick an admiral of
Oops.
the high seas.
He ain't no pirates, dude. But if we
All right, it's time to get
we
Sour
shiver your
Patch.
timbers, all right.
First we're
Let us
sour,
get on
then
with
we're
our
sweet.
biz and loot the guard.
I guess maybe I've gotten a little carried away with all this pirate business. Okay. I should really keep things on lockdown until the princess comes back, though. But come to think of it, I haven't seen her for a while now. I do hope she's okay. Oh no, she'll think I've been a terrible admiral.
Drop the lockdown, bro, and we can help sort this mess out for you. Promise.
Well,
If you promise.
then maybe I could.
If the guards leave us alone, we'll go and find the princess for you. Promise, dude.
All right, a rescue mission.
I guess you can be trusted. Well, the princess was last seen with Marceline at the rear of the castle. You should start there. I'll send out
So the
a
Nanner
message
guards are gonna be
Finn
off
and
your
Jake
back.
are definitely
Correct.
Not pirates and are not to be bothered. Fare thee well.
But that also means you can't get EXP in this area anymore. because No one's gonna fight you. So we gotta go elsewhere. Alrighty, we got an anti-skronk pebble. I don't know what that means. Interrogation was a success.
Now you have to find Marceline.
Yep, and we're gonna do that in the next episode. We'll see you then as we continue Adventure Time.
Doodles!